Lovely to see you today. I've come to you with some ideas of books about books, or with books in the title, or all sorts. So the lovely Maci at the Brightside Girl runs a ton of readathons throughout the year, and her first one always has a random theme. Last year it was circuses, and I'll link down below to my wrap up from that. I had a great time. I met one of my favourite books of the whole year and probably beyond during that readathon. So I have high expectations from these readathons because they've done well for me in the past. Okay, so this time the theme is books about books, books on books on books on books, and there are 5 reading challenges. There are 5 physical challenges as well, which I'm less likely to do the physical challenges, but not. We'll see how it goes. I'm more focused on the reading challenges. And the reading challenges are bookshelf on the cover, book in the title, recommended book, set in a library, author as a character. So I've got some books which actually will fit for more than one book. That's the thing, you can use one book for all 5 prompts, or 5 books for each prompt, or whatever. I aim for 5, but I like to fit them so that they could fit for as many as possible, just because I find that's more of a fun way to play the game. But whatever, it's all good. So the first is bookshelf on the cover, book in the title, recommended book, set in a library, author as a character, and I think I just said those a moment ago. But here we go. So number 1, bookshelf on a cover, and I have ordered You Can't Spell Treason Without T by Rebecca Thorne, and I think this set in a bookshop as well. Oh, I said set in a library, but it's actually set in a library or a bookshop. I think this is set in a bookshop, and I think it's a bit like Bookshops and Bone Dust, but maybe with pirates instead of D&D, like orcs and stuff. So I don't know, but it's really well acclaimed. I've heard so many people say they love this book so much. I'm really excited for it. And that I've ordered a physical copy, and it will be with me soon. Oh, this readathon runs 27th of January to 9th of February. So it's a 2-week readathon. Number 2, a book in the title. And I have The Book of Form and Emptiness by Ruth Ozeki, which I'm going to write all the titles here. And this is a boy who realises that he can hear objects talking to him, and then his mother develops a hoarding problem, so he takes refuge in a library where it is quiet and where one particular book talks to him and helps him get his life back on track. So this, while I'm thinking of it as for book in the title, it also goes for book set in a library or bookshop. And I've got that one from the library already in ebook, so that's good. Recommended book. Now this depends how quickly I read this one, which was on my January TBR, To Cage a God. This is romantasy with gods and monsters and magic and all that sort of stuff. Alternatively, if I read that before the readathon starts, I've got this one, which is my February calendar book. It is small. It's a paperback. It feels like it might be crime, maybe. Or it could be a children's book, maybe. I don't think I had many children's books on there. So my guess is this is crime, but I'm not completely sure. So my recommended book will be one of these, but obviously a lot of the other books I put books on my TBR, my digital TBR, because I've heard them recommended, so they're all good. 4, set in a library or bookshop, and I've got Lillian Dash's Book of Dares, which I've put in a request for, but I have to get to the top of the list, so I may or may not get in this in time. So this does not have a bookshelf on the cover, or if it does, I haven't seen that version. It does have book in the title. It has been recommended a million times, and it is set in a bookshop. And this is a meet cute about 2 people who put their communicate only in notes in a book in the bookshop. And then I assume they'll all get together and live happily ever after. But I don't actually know because I'm not read it yet. And I'm going ding. So that's nice. I should know to shut down my mail before I start making a video, but there we go. So that's what I'm hoping will be in for 4, but as I say, if not, the Ruth Ozeki from earlier is also set in a library, and I'm sure I can find some other books Number 5, author is a character, and this one I got a little bit confused, and I sort of thought it meant like the author of the book is a character in the book, and therefore I put in a request for a memoirs called In Order to Live by Yeonmi Park, and this is someone's experience of needing to get out of North Korea and getting out of North Korea. Um, I'm expecting it to be completely over emotional and enlightening. But again, I'm not necessarily going to get it in time for the readathon, and I don't really think, in retrospect, that it fits the the spirit of the challenge. Even though obviously it's a memoir, so the author is a character. So I thought I'd go back to my lovely school stories. So this one is Joey and Co in Tyrol. This is a series of 58 books. When it starts, Joey is a schoolgirl. She's like 12 or 13. But about halfway through, she starts writing books. And this is one which spends a lot of time in her house, and Joey is the author. So I'm thinking I will probably pick up one of these school story books with an author in. I'm not completely set on that one. I might pivot. There have been a couple of other recommendations. Go and look at Maci's recommendations. I've been filing away a lot of those for later, so I'm not quite sure. But I think that is a nice 5-book TBR for those 2 weeks. I read about 10 books a month, so like 5 books in 2 weeks is perfect for me. But a mixture of ebooks and physical books. So again, having the mixture of ebooks and physical books, because I've got this one for author as a character, I've got my physical recommended books, and I've got the bookshelf on a cover one coming, and then booking the title and setting the library. I've got hopefully ebooks to read. And yeah, and so it'll all be good. What about you? Are you planning on doing the readathon? Have you got a TBR? Let me know. Have you got any recommendations, especially for the author, character is an author or author is a character prompt? I'd love to hear them, because that's the one where I'm a little bit not sure. And the others, I feel like I've got loads of choices. Okay, let me know anyway, and I will see you soon. Bye.